Should we set up 2 blocks for people to try?
I worked out one time, and then went straight over to the range.
Okay, we'll need to take this one over here.
And shot like the worst score
Oh,
ever.
you need to get a mic from Braden real quick.
They're like, Alex, just do it. And I'm like, fine. And then I shot a terrible score.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I think it'll just give people room to play with it. So, because we can also set up like a second axle and stuff if we need to, just like right here or something. I don't know. Hi. Sorry. I'm gonna take that platform you're saying if that's okay. Yeah, we're just gonna need that unfortunately. So, okay. Well, thank you. No, it's gonna go this way. 40, 55. Yeah, welcome. Morning. Yes.
I told you I would come. Here I am.
You are here.
I didn't leave fast enough to not leave it so out.
Now you don't have an excuse. Yeah.
Morning. What's up, Kilo?
We are live. All right.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I took mine off for the restroom real quick.
Good call. Let's see, do we have 50s back there? Oh yeah, right here. 570. 50. It's easy. Grip seminar. Yeah, for the grip gauntlet that's coming up that we're hosting. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys got time when you're done, you could jump in. No, we're all good. Yeah, just back here. Thanks.
Morning. You want to show me that sheet?
Yeah. I even try to erase it, like delete it, but it's this one, right?
Yep.
And then when I click on it, this pops up. It's like the same.
That's good for now.
Oh, maybe I don't. Let me see. You can't click any of these?
20,
Yeah.
25.
It's just a,
So it's all.
yeah, it should be. I mean, this is the sheet that you're working on right here, right?
Yeah, I've been filling it out on the other one though.
Okay.
And then when I click on the weekly schedule, that pops up. It's like an old one though, from a long time ago.
Okay.
Like when
Well, you can change this if you want. This is unimportant. You can keep up with this, but these, I change sheets every so often because they become such large documents.
So we're just gonna keep. So we're gonna use.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just, what we did. Usually, I do it at the beginning of a training cycle, and I'll be like, okay, like we'll do like end contest prep, and then we'll jump to a new sheet and next training cycle. But what we did this time was a little bit more like, it's kind of like this, where it's kind of like, this sheet is kind of right here, and this sheet was kind of like this.
So I think I just misunderstood the message because when I read your messaging, you said that you were going to
I'll try it again today.
thing. I thought you meant like, that's why I was thinking it was that week to week tracking where,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, no. It's just, we're switching training sheets is all it is.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So it was popping up. I was just like, I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah. It should.
All right, man. I think we're good to start.
We're good to start?
Yep. I got everything set up that we need to, so.
Okay. All right, what's up, guys? So, we're here for the grip seminar. Thank you for coming, first off.
Yeah.
So,
Should I turn the music down?
sorry?
Should I turn the music down?
Yeah, we should turn the
Okay,
music down a
I'll
little
make
bit.
it real quick.
We're just going to turn the music down a little bit so we don't have to talk over so much noise. Essentially, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for coming, showing interest in the sport. The sport is important to us because we view it to be a good point for people to jump into strength sports, but also a great spot for people to jump out of strength sports. So say you're a power lifter and your body's just saying, hey, squats aren't for me anymore, deadlifts are kind of struggling, maybe you got a shoulder injury, bench isn't your jam anymore. Typically, people can progress in this sport into their 50s and 60s and sometimes even 70s. Actually, frequently 70s, believe it or not. So this is a sport that has a great longevity, and it's a great spot for people to just start. So that's part of the reason why we view it to be so important in our community, because it preserves that athletic life cycle for each individual. And it also gives you a place to pour your efforts into being better and pour your efforts into improvement, because you can't improve in this for quite a long while. But with that being said, my name is Zack McCarley. I specialize in strongman. I do have pretty strong hands, not the strongest, but I do my best. And this is actually the guy that you're gonna wanna talk to if you have any interest in arm lifting. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yeah, I'm Dylan Lasich. I also do strongman, but I really like arm lifting. I've been interested in it for the last 3 or 4 years, just kind of fiddling with it, just being passionate about it. But yeah, if you guys ever have any questions, just message me, find me around the gym. Yep.
Nice. So today we're going to be going over the 4 events for the Grip Gauntlet this year. The Grip Gauntlet is a competition that we started last year, and we're going to be holding annually, and it's going to be kind of the flagship arm lifting competition. So again, arm lifting is a sport where we test our grip, and there's a lot of different ways to test grip. This is just going to be 4 of them. We're going to show you the technique today. We're going to get everybody an opportunity to touch all of the different implements. You're going to have an opportunity to ask questions about the rules, get some clarification, and it's just going to be a great opportunity for some community building and also some personal development on the technique and also a little bit of strength. The competition itself will be in
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
March 15th.
Yep, so you still have a little bit of time to train. You have time to sign up, and this will give you a great taste of it. The event order for the competition is going to be the same event order that we're going to go over today. I will be going over axle with you today as event 1. Event 2 will be Dylan with the anvil right there. Event 3 will be myself again. We're going to be announcing the mystery event. We will do that when we get to it, but it's going to involve these bad boys. And event 4 will be with Dylan again, and it will be the blob lift, or the dumbbell blob. That one is one that we came up with, and it's kind of exciting and fun and very interesting. So, do we have any questions at the outset of this seminar? Any questions for me? Any questions for Dylan?
Is the events broken up by weight class like it is in powerlifting?
Yes, there are weight classes in the sport. That's a really good question. So, for those of you that might not have heard, are there weight classes? Yes, there are weight classes. The weight classes are slightly different for men and women. Essentially, there's about every 10 kilos is a weight class. Is that correct?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, more or less. So I believe do women start at 50 kilo?
I think so. Anita, do you happen to recall?
I think it's for the 60.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
Well, I think it goes lower for when they actually get athletes that do compete in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they have 40, 50 kilogram women, then they'll actually make those weight classes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Essentially, there's a break in weight classes every 10 kilos, except for men. Women, I think the max weight class is at 80 or 90. And then men, I want to say is 120.
Correct, 120 plus.
Yeah, so it goes 120 and then 120 plus. So that's 164 pounds, and then 164 pounds and above. And those guys are getting pretty big. So
You mean two? Yeah, you
That's
said
right,
one.
254.
Yeah,
Thank you, 254. I always do that. I'm like,
264.
I'm switching back and forth, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so really good question. Any other questions before we start the grip seminar?
Just to comment on the weight classes. So I don't want that to be like a deterrent for you guys having to like cut weight, things like that. The only time weight classes really matter for arm lifting is if you're in like a world championship competition, you're at the Arnold. Here, you know, this is just going to be like a friendly in-house competition. The only reason we're really having weight classes is because we are going to have awards, so there will actually be trophies at the end, but we're going to kind of separate kind of like a lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight in that sense. The weight classes also matter if there's going to be a potential record broken that day. So if we have anyone who's up for breaking a record, that's when it matters. Okay, yeah, so men's, it starts around 70 kilos, goes up to 125, and then 125 plus. Women starts at 60. And if we have anyone lighter than that, again, we can make those weight classes. That's fine. It could be 50, 40, up to 100, and then 100 plus. Thanks, Anita.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do have a couple pretty advanced athletes in this group. We have a couple people that this is their first time. I highly suggest introducing yourself to everybody. Do you want to do names, or do we want to just go straight into Axel?
I think we can just go straight in. We'll learn names as we
Okay,
go.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here. Going
Yeah.
through names are just... So we'll just go straight into Axel if there's no more questions. Are there any more questions before we start? Okay, so double overhand axle deadlift. There's a couple different types of axles in the community. There's Iron Minds and there's Rogues and there's a couple others, but really those are the two that you'll see in competition. We're gonna be using a Rogue axle. What's the difference, you might be asking? An Iron Mind is a smooth finish stainless steel. It is, if you're curious what that looks like, it's the silver one that's standing upright right there with the pink tape on it. They're very smooth. We are going to be going with a Rogue. They're more of a powder finish. I'm not sure if this is exactly a Rogue, but it's the closest one we have right now. We're actually ordering a new Rogue for the competition.
Yep.
So you'll be lifting on a brand new bar. So.
And the only other comment to that is the Rogue axle is slightly smaller diameter compared to the Iron Mine. I think the Iron Mine has 0.1 or 0.2 inches more on the diameter. So it is a slightly thinner bar, which is easier. So.
Yeah, so what you want to pay attention to is getting a successful lift, and it's going to require a couple different things. So Dylan's going to be acting as the judge here. I'm going to be acting as the athlete. When you get called up in a normal competition or a bigger competition, we'll say like a world level competition, you typically have a minute to do this lift. With this upcoming competition, we've agreed upon 30 seconds, and that's just to help people cycle through and make sure that we're not spending too much dead time blowing out your grip, because there's going to be 4 events. You don't want to blow out your grip on the first event. So we're going to approach the bar. There's 2 different ways you can lift it. You can lift it conventional or sumo. I'm going to demonstrate both. Conventional is going to be right here. I want to grip the bar nice and firm and simply deadlift the bar up. I need my knees locked, hips through, shoulders back, eyes on the judge.
Down.
He says down, I have to control it down. Control can be this, if you want to burn up your grip, or control can be this. Control is maintaining contact with the bar. If you do this, it's no lift, and you have to lift it again. So the lift can be taken away once you get a down call. So we're going to demonstrate a couple successful lifts, a couple non-successful lifts.
Down. Good lift. Down. No lift.
Now I have to pick it up again.
Yep.
And that 30 seconds started when I came on the platform. So you're short time if you mess that up. So just follow the bar. Just follow the bar.
And the judge will typically tell you when your time starts.
Yeah, and there's a couple other little nuances before I get into the like technical execution of wrist position and things like that. But you cannot support any implement on the body. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. If I were to deadlift this.
Nope. You gotta lock out. No resting on the body.
Yeah, no resting on the body, okay? Can't be doing that. Just got to come straight up. So a conventional deadlift is going to be hands outside the feet. A sumo is going to be out here. But I want to talk about wrist position as we're talking about this. So when you start an axle deadlift, it's really important to maintain wrist position. What do I mean? I mean, we want to be in a slightly flexed wrist position. And then as we take tension, we want the wrist to come straight. If you start to go into extension like this, it puts too much pressure on the thumb. And so if I'm doing a conventional deadlift, it's going to look like this. I'm slightly flexed. As I take tension, my wrist is going to come neutral. You can see that my fingers are holding the majority of the load. My thumb is just pressing the load into my fingers. If I go into wrist extension, you can see how the opening of my hand is facing down and I'm putting a lot of pressure on my thumbs. It's not that you can't do this, it's that you won't lift as much if you're doing this. So if you care to lift more weight and demonstrate that you are stronger than that, then you want to keep your wrists neutral. And the way that we start is slightly flexed. As you lift, it comes into a neutral position, no wrist extension. Now, conventional. Typically, we're going to stand shoulder width. We're going to grip outside the feet. You can stand a little wider if you like. We can stand any which one of these ways. But I like to roll the pinky down a little bit. What that does is gets a little extra surface on the palm, like of the palm on the bar. I roll my pinkies down. I grip the bar nice and firm. Slight wrist flexion. Wedge myself in. And then come into a neutral wrist position. Stand up. Knees locked. Hips through. Shoulders back. Eyes on the judge. They say down, down. Control it down. Good lift. You go through. We get many, many attempts. This is an event that's done for maximum weight, so there will be several rounds. You'll get as many attempts as you want, but typically you want to have somewhere between 4 and 6 attempts going up. If you get more than 6 attempts, that's perfectly fine, but it can burn up your grip. Do remember that we have 4 events. So that's just a note for competition day. I want to demonstrate sumo before I open it up to questions. So sumo is going to be a nice wide stance. We're going to be gripping between the feet. Same wrist position. Okay, we want to come into slight flexion. First thing we want to do, turn the pinkies kind of down, get as much skin on the bar as we can. Slight wrist flexion, wedge myself into position, press the ground down. Knees locked, hips through, shoulders back. Judge says down, and I control down. I know that was a lot of information, but are there any questions before we start lifting? And
on the pinkies down, are you like actually like torquing? Maybe I had a bad angle, like to get more pinky. Or are you saying pinky down like you're tucking it in?
Yeah, so I actually do like to turn my hand a little bit on the bar. The reason is if we grip right here, you can see that I'm kind of like the edge of my hand is off the bar. If I roll my hand under and grip, it takes the tension out of my skin and it kind of wedges me in. If you're familiar with weightlifting, it's kind of a similar thing that you would do with a hook grip on a snatch. You don't want to just grab it kind of like this. You want to anchor in to really secure all the edge of the pad of the skin. It's more important on a conventional than a sumo, in my opinion, but still important. And something I like to do. And at the end of the day, if one of these things doesn't work well for you, then don't use it. It's okay. I'm just giving you what I find to work best for most people. So, very good question.
Yes.
Any other questions? Anything else to add?
Yes, so just a couple more things to also point out with this lift, and really any lift that requires 2 hands. I guess it kind of goes for any arm lifting technique, honestly. So in like a normal powerlifting federation, you know, when you get the lockout, generally you have to have shoulders back. On arm lifting, you are able to be hunched forward as long as your knees and your hips are through. You can be hunched over like this. You just got to show that you have control of the weight at the top. You can even have your elbows bent if you're that strong, honestly. Like if you're freakishly strong, you can do that. So as long as you show you've got lockout at the top like this, you can get the down command and control it down. So that is allowed.
If you do that full lockout at the top and you press your hands into your thighs, is that count as resting your body?
That's a good question. It's kind of judge's discretion. If it's pretty obvious that you're really resting, yeah. If you're pushing that through, then yeah, they may not give you the down call. Good question.
All right.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Did you have a question? Oh, okay. Sorry. All right, so we're going to turn you guys loose on this. Chalk is helpful, of course.
Yes.
And we're just going to be doing a rising bar through this. We're going to have...
Maybe half hour.
Yeah, a little under a half hour to work on this. We might keep it closer to 20 or 25 minutes just to make sure that we're able to get through all 4 events in the time frame.
Yep. I should probably set up a second station.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I'll
Dylan will
do
be setting up a second station. So anybody who wants to start lifting, go ahead and come on over here and take a lift. I'm going to be sitting right here, just
Good
watching
question.
you lift weights.
Scott asked a good question. What's the weight on the axle bar? It's 25 pounds empty. Yes.
Yep. Right there.
And guys, I'm gonna have a second bar back here, so you can jump in.
Yep.
Yep, we're gonna use the iron mine.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Yep. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Down. Nice. Eyes on the judge. I'm not gonna be too strict on judging like today, but in a competition, eyes on the judge.
That's awesome.
Feel free to jump in on the second platform we got set up.
Down.
No, that was a lift. Yeah.
Oh man, you guys still here?
Eye contact.
Yeah.
So Grant, you gonna sign up? You should. You should, man. I know Aaron's probably going to. March 15th. It's a Saturday. Are you gonna be out of town again? Okay.
Stuff and then.
Well, Anita's really good at these, so don't let her age deceive you.
That's not really bad. I did a company down at Psychotic, and I was
Oh,
with farmers, and we just so light. I'm just standing there talking to Iron
Down.
Oh, one sec.
Good lift.
No, you're good. My name's Dylan, by the way. Neiman. Nice to meet you, man. The only thing I can point out is your fingers, kind of like what Zach was talking about. They may have been a little out. So try it again with your wrist being more like neutral. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you that specifically.
Okay. Yeah.
Down.
My buddy's got an axle bar.
Okay.
Good lift.
Right.
I think my thumbs are stronger than like my wrists. Like,
That could be possible.
It's
Yeah.
getting heavy. It's just rolling out.
Yep, that's exactly what happens. Yeah, once you get near your limit, it's gonna want to just uncurl naturally. That's just expected. Yeah, exactly. So just work on when you're warming up. You know, keep it straight like this the whole time, even when you lift up. So see how my hands are still kind of tucked in. Once you do that, it's gonna be compromised. So, yep. So yeah, give it another try.
Nice. Down. Good lift.
Better. Yes, that looks
Just
good.
like that.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
done.
Yes. So just keep that up until it absolutely won't hold on anymore. Yep. That looked
Okay.
good, though.
Does anyone else want this weight? Or are we going up?
And yeah, we can start adding on weight if everyone's had a chance to try it. So
Going up.
2 reps.
How
Yeah.
much you want? How much?
Anyone else want to try this?
How much
Nope.
does anyone want?
All right.
Huh? Yeah. 5 or 10 kilo. Whites? 5 kilo. Yeah, let's do it.
Murphy, you want to help me throw on a weight? Or Grant, you got it? Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
20
just
pound
do-
jump. Technically 22.
Let's do a blue.
Go red. Yeah, that bar might be moving a little quicker. So feel free to bounce between bars. If this is too slow, go with that one. Down.
All right.
Terrible. Down.
Hate it.
Terrible.
Yeah. Good lift, Grant. Yep.
I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah. Yep. Engaging the lats. Yep.
Or even like setting up on a
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Down. Good form. Yep. Yeah, you got the wrist position really well there. Yeah, it looks great. I'm Dylan, by the way.
Mike.
Mike, nice to
Yeah,
meet you.
nice to meet you, man.
Yeah. For your weight class,
Down.
mid to high threes.
Good lift. Hips
Yeah,
through a little bit
300
more.
not,
Okay?
pounds,
You're
not
kind of
kilos.
like
Obviously, yeah.
right here. You can
Yeah.
be right here technically, but just sell it. Just like
Down.
stand up all the
Yep.
way. You're still
Wrist
a little
position looks good.
soft and hips are back.
So this is that Iron Mind bar that Zach was talking about, by the way. So smoother texture, a little harder to hold on to. Down. Looks good.
30, 60 kilo. Right about. Down. Good lift. It's less than 60. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
It's 30 plus.
Yeah,
15,
it can. This
45
one, yeah,
kilo.
you don't want like a ton of chalk compared to the
So about
Cerakote.
99
yeah.
pounds.
The Rogue one, you're definitely gonna want it.
Down.
Down.
Good lift.
Yeah. Why are you even here, dude?
Too easy for you.
You already know all
you
this
guys want
stuff.
to go.
Did I ask you to come? Okay. Well, you're also a good source of like knowledge here, so I mean, you practice it enough, yeah. No, I know. It's good support. So how's that feel, Scott? Yeah. No,
Also,
I
I
think
might just throw reds on because it'll be a 5 kilo jump each side.
yeah,
Really feel it here.
yeah,
Like,
and that's good because
yeah,
it means you're
you know what I'm
engaging it. Down. Yep.
All right, here we go.
Looks good.
Down.
And you guys don't have to wait for my down call unless you want it. So
Some people like conventional better because it doesn't.
I'm just kinda looking
it
at ways
doesn't
to
drag
improve.
The hands.
Yep.
So with sumo, sometimes
what's your
your
name, by the way?
hands drag.
Brad, nice to meet you. I'm
just
Dylan.
depends.
So my only recommendation
Down.
is really keeping
Good
the
lift.
wrist neutral. So I noticed just when it was coming up, you're starting to curl back a little bit. So yeah,
Sure.
try it again and really focus on keeping that wrist straight. Yeah,
we
down like that, exactly.
Yeah, why not?
Better, yes, down. So yeah,
Down.
keep that the whole range.
lift.
Yeah, because once it
You know
starts
the
getting
drill,
heavy,
eyes
it's
on
going to
judge.
want to uncurl, and that's when you know it's
okay.
going to slip.
That's what we're here for. Yeah, no.
Yep.
You're just stronger than you
Good job,
thought.
Murph.
Down. Good lift.
Yep, looks good. All right. Anyone else want a chance at this weight before we jump
Down.
up?
Good lift.
All right, I'm going to go up. Another green. That's probably what we're going to do.
Hands a little
thank
wider
you.
if I. There we go. Yeah. Down. Good lift. You're a little off center.
All right, feel
Yeah,
free
you
to
can
jump
feel it.
in,
Your left hand
everybody.
was a little heavy. Yeah. All right. Yeah, if you guys would like, let's strip. Well, does anyone else want this weight? You want this weight? Okay. All right. So let's strip these. Throw
I
it
will
right
mention
on.
Anita here. She's one of the strong. She's very good at this. She's gone to Worlds, Arnold for arm lifting. She's a pro, so very good at this.
You can break on this one?
I think she's close to it.
On the record, you just told me you're going to try to break. Is it on this lip? What is it?
Yeah, what's the? You have to tell me.
Basically, she said it's morning.
We got to give her some recognition.
Too much power. Down. Good lift.
4 to 6 going up.
Good lift. Good lift.
So, you what I recommend for anyone that's doing this, especially for comp day, is finding out what your 1
Yeah.
rep max is, or at least near
Good
that.
lift.
So that way you can kind of gauge when you're going to jump in. Yeah, we typically recommend like 6 to 8 lifts
currently at
for each
65
event.
kilos.
Because yeah, you don't want to jump in like 12 times, and then your
Yeah.
grip is taxed by the time you get
Good lift.
to your max lift. So yeah, try and figure out today if you can. If you don't know what it is, what your 1 rep max is, and then you
143.
can kind of gauge that the day of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll just hop in on the way up.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of start like 60%, I would say,
Yeah.
of your 1 rep
Nice.
max, and then just build up from there,
Typically-
like maybe 10%
So,
each jump or something.
well, it depends
Yeah.
on the athlete, but
So
a lot
you
of
don't have to
times
abide by that. That's just
your
kind of like
grip will fail
a decent
on this
ratio.
before
Yeah.
your back or legs do it all. It just depends
Mind your
on
name
the
again?
athlete, though. There are some people
Nolan,
who
nice
have
to
just
meet you.
like iron grip.
The only thing I'd recommend
but,
when
like,
you go to
my
start,
max on this
make
is,
sure you
like,
don't yank it
little
off the
le-
floor
it's like
because it's
half
going to
of
want to
my
come out of your
actual
hands. So
depth.
really get locked in and then just
Chug
just
up,
pull it off the floor.
chug up,
Yeah,
try it one more
that's the only
time.
thing I'm really seeing. So Oh yeah, no, you were telling me, but
Yeah. I'm calling it. Oh, I keep calling
just
it
the only thing to
33
look out for,
in my
because
head.
once it gets heavy, it's gonna
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
like
So it's
come out of
closer
your
to
hands.
10.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I added 5 kilos in my head on accident.
looks good. Down.
Go. So I want you to sweep your hands.
The only
out
thing is,
and
I think
center
you're
yourself
actually
like this.
over rotating.
So touch your
Actually,
fingers on the
yeah. Just
inside.
really focus on keeping it straight
Yep.
the whole time.
And now
So
you're-
yeah,
so
you don't
that's
want to
where
do
your center
that
is, right about here.
because that's
So go
actually
and
it's
center on
doing the
this.
same thing as if you're going the other way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just make sure you're centered. Yeah.
Nice. Looks good. Yep.
Squeeze nice and tight. Oh, that's okay. Good effort. Good effort.
Yeah.
Now we know
Some
where it's at.
people, like, I actually do sumo on this, even though I deadlift conventionally, like, only. But for arm lifting, I like to go sumo because it's not only shorter range of motion. Yeah, let's come up here.
It is. It's preference.
I noticed most of you guys are
And
conventional
I
deadlifters,
personally
which
go
again,
with
there's
sumo
no
most
problem
of
with
the time
that.
just 'cause I'm more
Try
comfortable with it,
sumo
and
just to
it
see
just
how
gets
it
my
feels for
body
you.
in a better position.
Primarily, I conventionally deadlift like on a
some
regular
people
deadlift bar,
prefer
but for
conventional
axle,
because
I actually like to go sumo,
it
even with like the
doesn't get
Saxon bar,
in the
which
way of
is
their hands.
it's on the
Sometimes when
left side
people
of the
do
log.
sumo,
It's the square
they'll
bar.
be right here, and they'll
I like to
drag
just go
their
sumo with this.
hands
Even
open.
Zack does, and again, he also
Yeah, but if
conventionally
you're in
deadlifts for the most
conventional,
part.
you can
So
be out here.
give it a try because you'll find
true.
that you can get
It's
your
true.
hands pretty close together. For me, it's
Down.
just kind of more,
Good
it's a
lift.
more natural movement to me. I don't know why. But you can get your arms close, and it shortens the range of motion. So just lock in your legs like this, and you're just going to come straight up with it.
Down.
So give it a
lift.
try.
That looked
Yeah.
really good. That looked really easy for you, honestly.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah. Because you
Down.
never know what you like.
Good lift.
So
Yeah, well, that's true.
So, and what you want to do is you don't want to be,
Ask
the
Turban.
only thing I can recommend is you don't want to be like bending over with it.
No? Oh,
Because then
man.
you're gonna,
It
you're
came
gonna
up
have
like
to
you're
like
gonna
tilt
get
your
it. It
hips
looks like
back. So
you-
really like sit down with it
Yeah.
and just use that leg drive. So that way your arms aren't moving too much. Yeah, that looks good.
I'd take a second, chalk up.
That was good.
Take a second, chalk up. Get yourself
And Scott,
right.
I think you're going to benefit from this too because you got long limbs.
And intentionally bring in a little extra wrist flexion and actively
Nice. Yeah,
keep
that's good.
flexing the wrists as you're lifting.
I like it.
Because the weight is
Yep.
going to want to roll your hand into
Anyone else at this
extension
weight?
and open. You have
We're gonna
to
go
keep
up.
it. But you don't
All
want
right.
to be like this.
Two
you want to be
blues.
just a little bit. So when it does start to, it pulls you into position, which is neutral. Up. Yeah, I can see it starting to roll. Yeah, that's okay. Good effort.
Here.
All right.
Oh, good catch. Here, I'll snag one of these over here. Here you go.
Down. Flawless victory. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else? Got.
All right. Jump in, guys. We don't have too much longer with this event here. Sorry, Billy. Down. Looks good. And remember, use chalk. We got a chalk bowl over here. What is it? 66? No, it's not. You need to show me because that's too light.
I know.
There's no way you blew that. You guys are way past that.
Give yourself until
Wait, are you
the
looking
end
at
of the
masters
heat.
or just
Yeah.
120 plus?
Really try to squeeze your thumb as well and slight
Oh, okay.
flexion.
Wait. What's the record weight then?
The record is 66.5.
No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Down.
You, Rachel,
Sorry.
Excellent
You, Rachel, and
control
Alicia
down.
can blow that out of the
You know what I
water.
mean? Like you didn't waste any time. I like to go down pretty
Yeah.
aggressively because
he's
it's
jumping
like
in at 2 plates. Yeah.
it
Once you
can't
do
slip
that.
out of your hands if you just
I guess it's
drop
about the
it, but
same.
keep your hands on it. You know what I mean? Like,
That one's a little lighter. I would do that. It's also a smaller bar.
down. Beautiful. Beautiful.
No, that's not correct. I know more women have lifted heavier than that.
60 female. Women 60 plus.
Okay, but that's why you're obviously going to blow the masters out of the water. Let's go to just the regular 120 plus.
You're
or
good.
whatever the weight class is, 100 plus. What's the 120 plus? Or sorry, 100 plus.
100 plus.
Yeah, see, 313. That's what I'm looking at. I'm more interested in that number.
I'm looking at my age group.
213.
But the thing is, you're holding your
213.
own against all the other women in the 100s.
My age, I know.
You got
I
it.
know.
Yeah, no,
What?
break the masters and the regular 100s.
Girthy?
Yeah, do it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
about 213. Yep.
Here we
Come on,
go.
Rachel. Down. Yep.
Down.
Rachel's also
That
very
was a
good
good
at this, if you haven't
There you
noticed.
go. I saw it starting to open the hand.
So watch.
but
Yeah,
here's what
give it
you
a try.
did. You stayed tough.
Keep those wrists
you
straight,
locked
neutral.
The knees, hips, shoulders back, and you made eye contact.
Little less bend.
And like that's
yeah,
the-
right there. Just squeeze
Yeah.
the pinky. Nice. Yep, that looks good.
And you get the down when you do that. So
Yeah, looks right. Yeah.
we're gonna use something closer to this one. We're gonna be using a rogue.
Standing on that one the whole fucking time.
That one's
Keep the
harder
wrist
right
straight. Yep. There you go.
now.
Down. Looks
Good
good.
lift.
Yep.
Excellent.
Hey, Dustin's here.
Okay.
What's up, man?
Anyone else? Yep. You can go up.
Down. Doing it cold. Yeah. Oh yeah. You gonna do it again?
Yeah.
Down.
White on.
Yeah. Oh, hold on, Anita. Hold on. I wasn't ready yet. You didn't go up yet. Hold on. All right. Sorry. Do it again now. I forgot I had the job, honestly. Down.
Damn.
Good lift.
Here we go.
Sorry about that.
You got this now. Squeeze, nice and tight. Come on.
Zach, you ready to move on?
Right about.
Okay.
Socks in the competition.
Ah, so close.
I'd allow it, yeah. Yeah, probably for like the World Championship Arnold, maybe not. That depends on who's running the show, which would be Ricardo. He's the president. I would say probably not, but yeah, I would allow it for our show. Yeah, that's fine. Good question.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, we're going to get ready to move on to the next event. If you want to take this for a spin with heavier weight after we're all done, that's totally fine. So, but for now, we're going to move on.
Nice.
I'm just going to
there
leave
you
this
go.
here, actually.
Come on.
What's the
Squeeze that shit.
Come on, Jordan. Let's go. No. Lock the wristing.
Good effort. Good
Yeah.
effort.
All right. I told everyone we're moving on. So
You what?
I told everyone we're moving to the next one now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Should we
holding it
scoot
up,
'em
Ash.
or strip 'em?
You can try it after we're done.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you want? Oh.
Okay.
Let's get it one
All
more.
right.
Let's get it one more. Here we go.
All right.
Okay.
Let's just roll it back.
Okay.
People are going to try it afterwards, I think. They want to see what their 1 reps are.
Yeah. All right.
I'm thinking we'll set up a grandfather clock because it's more or less the same movement, so we'll have 2 of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome work staying on time, by the way. Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna try
we're a
because
little ahead of schedule, but I think that's where we should aim.
Yeah.
Because we started early on the last one.
Yes.
So we need to establish like
Yeah.
a time to work.
And if we're done like 10 minutes before, people can, again, come back and mess the
Totally,
1
yeah,
rep
yeah.
max. So
We'll be here through the whole thing, but we don't want to get to noon and have a whole event
Exactly.
left, because then we're not
Yeah.
respecting people's time.
yeah. All right, guys. So this is the second event here. This is called the Rogue Anvil, and as you can see, it's just a big, heavy cone, just made out of solid steel. So it's pretty heavy. This is a single arm implement. So it does not matter which arm you use as long as you get 1 lift on 1 side. So you can alternate, throughout your attempts if you want, however you want to do that. But essentially, what you're going to do is you just grasp it wherever you want. I recommend being near the top. And I'll give technique pointers and everything like that here in a moment. But Zach, why don't you be my judge so we can show an example of a good lift here. So when you approach the bar, you're going to say Timer starts now. Extend.
Down.
Control the weight down. We're going to show an example of a bad lift on this.
Down. No lift.
No lift. So again, control the weight. You don't have to be ginger about it. You know, you don't have to do that. You can, as long as you have your hand on the implement, you can go down quick with it. That is okay. Any questions on this right away that you could think of? I'll go into technique if not.
Endo. Yeah, rogue endo.
Great question. So for people
there
on
was
this,
a really good question just asked.
yeah. Scott asked a really good question about the angle at which you lift it. So I'm going to repeat it back for the stream and everyone who can't hear. Scott was asking, if you lift it at an angle, can you lift it like this? No, you cannot. So it does have to be relatively, you know, in plane, just pointing down, pretty vertical. It can be at a slight angle. That's okay. You know, again, it's going to be up to the judge what they're looking at. But for the most part, it has to be relatively up and down like this. So, and you're going to find once it gets heavy, you're not going to be able to tilt it. So the angle is just too extreme sticking out. Yeah. But yeah, like you cannot be down here at the bottom of the implement lifting it like this. That's going to be no lift. You know, you're going to be stronger way up here at the top where it's thinner anyway. So yeah, I don't recommend being down here. Definitely come up here. And for general technique on this, I recommend slightly staggering your stance. So that way you're kind of like next to the implement. You don't want to be like behind it way back here, because then when you go to lift it, it's going to want to swing back. So again, you want to be kind of at an angle. So if you're lifting with your right hand, put your left foot just to the left of the implement. Right foot's just kind of right behind it. Because what you want to do is when you go to pick it up, you want it to just come straight up. Yeah, again, you don't want to be out here having to swing back. Same with being too far in front. You know, you don't want to stand up over it and have it swing, because that's going to compromise your grip. So for my left arm, same thing. Right foot is just kind of staggered just to the right of the implement. Left foot is just a little behind it. You can even be, you know, kind of diagonal, just as long as when you go to stand up, it just comes straight up. Another thing to look for is your hand orientation. So you don't want to be back here, because again, when it gets heavy, your hand's just going to naturally want to rotate like this. And again, you don't want that. Same thing with over-rotating like this. It's going to just want to come back like this. So try and start with your palm towards your body. That's where it's going to want to rotate naturally. So just like that, and you see it's not really rotating. Just the pin was correcting itself a little bit, that's it. Exactly. And again, you can't hitch it up, so don't put it on your thigh and then, you know, do this number. We're going to say that's no lift. You've got to have hand on the implement, just come straight up. Once you're at the top, if you want to just, you know, have it gently resting, like just touching like this, that is okay. You just can't be blatantly, obviously, you know, resting it on your body. Oh, and also because this is a single arm implement, your off hand cannot be on your body. So when you come up, it's just got to be obvious that it's not touching you for whatever reason. So you can have it out here, you can have it behind your back. Just don't use it to try and help yourself up in any way. Any questions? No? Anything else to add?
I think you got it pretty good. Just to hammer the point one more time, in a successful lift that he's going to show you real quick, so go ahead and go through. He's going to be approaching the implement. He's going to lock his knees. His hips are going to be through. His shoulders are going to display control, like at least back a little bit. It's a little bit different for single arm lifting.
Yeah.
Go ahead and elaborate.
Yeah. And again, like I was explaining earlier, you don't have to be like totally shoulders back. I'm kind of weird and I like to like shrug it up a little bit. This is just personal preference. You don't have to do it. When it gets really heavy, you're going to find that it's just best to just come straight up like this. You are allowed to have a bent elbow. That's fine. And again, you could be slouched. Your hips and knees do have to be locked out though.
Yeah, and then last key is eyes on the judge.
Yep.
When they give you the down call, that is not a successful lift.
Until,
it is you can put the weight down now, and if you follow it down to the ground, that is a successful lift. So if you drop it, no lift. Just want to be really clear with that.
Yes.
We're going to set up a second implement that is very similar to this. So if you don't have an anvil, if you're from a different gym or from a home gym and you don't have an anvil from Rogue to train with, you can use what's called a grandfather clock, which is it's just like the end cap of a barbell. You could also, in kind of dire circumstances, literally just use a loading pin.
Yeah, just lift this with a bunch of weight on it.
Yeah.
It's the same diameter, so it all works. This is basically just a 1.9 inch diameter handle. That's all it is.
Yeah, they're very similar, but I do suggest you get a couple lifts with the actual Rogue anvil because it does feel a little different.
Yes. I will say this is a much easier lift compared to the anvil because of the way that this thing comes up. It's a lot harder. So you're going to probably get 15 to 20% less weight on this versus the grandfather clock. So if you guys, are working on just this today and you find your 1 rep max, probably do some math and, gauge like 15 to 20% less for the anvil.
You guys are saying, so you're saying like on the lockout you could bend an elbow.
Yes.
Does that follow through with all single arm lifts?
Correct. Grant asked a good question. He said for any of the events, can you, lift the elbow up? And the answer is yes, you can. You do not have to have locked elbows for any of these lifts. Yep. As long as, again, you're up tall, you can be slouched, knees and hips are through, locked out. Yep. All right, so we're going to get started. Like I said, I'm going to set up another station over here on this platform. But yeah, definitely get a lift on both so you guys can get a feel for it. But they translate pretty well together.
Nice. Good question.
I honestly didn't know until you said that.
That's one of the things I forget to
this is
voice.
going to come down to personal preference. I like to really
Good lift.
get my hand
One of the
like
things I forget
this
to voice to people
and then
'cause
lift it.
at
Some
a
people
certain
like to
point
have their
you can't
fingers
get
long
your-
like that.
Like it's
It
so
really
heavy, it's
depends.
pulling you down. If you bring your
I
shoulder
find it's
back,
better
you
like
are
this.
resting your hand.
And yeah, I like
what
to
I
create
mean?
the
So
most
it's like-
surface area. And
something I just
when your
don't think
fingers
about.
are together, I think they're going to be stronger
Good
because
lift.
like there's, they're just grabbing on
Eyes,
each other. Whereas if they're spread
eyes.
out,
You did it right at the end.
I just don't think they're as strong. That's just my opinion. So, because I've tried maxing out both this way and with my fingers like that, I get a little bit more weight this way. But try.
Yep.
Always do it that way.
Yeah. So try both.
Got those deadlifting levers. But you're still good at bench, which doesn't make any fucking sense.
I can just like go like this.
Down. Good lift. Yeah, odds are you would have blocks.
Okay. So this is a good example of when an athlete is very small or has long arms.
Oh,
yes. And
I'm just leaning back.
yes. And we may likely have you guys stand.
I'll just hold it down. Okay.
Yes. No, you don't have to do that. So in Shervin's circumstance, we would have her stand on some blocks just so she has a little bit of a range of motion for the implement. Yeah.
Yeah. Eyes on me.
Start with the
Down.
blue.
Good lift. Hips could be through a little more. Hips could be through a little more. Hey guys, listen up. One more thing about this anvil that is a safety thing.
Say that again.
So it's pretty important. This is a
okay.
13-pound implement.
Oh, for
empty,
Arnold, yeah.
And watch how hard it falls. If that lands on the top of your foot, you are breaking bones. So yeah, I mean, you wish it was your shin if you land on top of your foot. Look where my foot could be, right? So just make sure that you're keeping yourself safe when you successfully finish a lift.
Try
keep
the
your foot
implement
kinda
anyway
clear,
because that's
if
going to be on
possible.
future ones.
Or you finish a lift, you put it down,
Yeah.
clear out
So-
before you drop it.
So again, when you
okay?
go to lift it, try and keep your
So
palm
don't
like
drop
towards
that
your
on
body.
your foot. You're
It
gonna have a
started like a
bad
little
time
away.
if you do.
Yeah. Grandfather clock set up, guys, if you want to
Down.
try it.
Good lift. Nice foot clear. What's that? Down. Good lift. Right? Yeah. You don't gotta wonder.
Emily, come a little closer to it. You're really far.
Down.
Yeah, and then hold on.
Good lift.
So before you go to stand up, like have your
Good job on the
torso tall already.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just
It's
want to
on the
like
posture.
squat up with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, just extend up. There you go. Yep.
Eyes
Yeah, don't put it on your foot.
down. Yeah. You know I love it.
Go ahead.
Good lift. Right?
And try using both hands, like swap. So like start with your right and then go to your left.
Good lift. Switch your feet
So
up.
for your feet orientation,
So when you
so you're
take
looking
a
at the right.
grip,
So yeah, left
have
looks
it
good. I would
be
put the
your
back
same
one
side
maybe
is
a
back.
little more diagonal.
So if you're
come a
forward
little
like
closer.
this, what
Yeah,
happens
like
is
that.
you'd go
The
to
way you
pick it
just
up and it'd pull towards your
yes, like that.
towards your forward foot.
And then just
you want it to be your
stand
back
straight
foot
up
if
with
you
it.
stagger.
Good. Yes, down. Yeah. Try it with both.
Yeah, man. No
so
worries.
yeah, right foot's going
That's
to
what
be
we're
kind of
here
next
for.
to it. Left foot is behind it.
Down. Good lift.
Good. Yep. Down.
Beautiful.
And yeah, once you get more weight, you're going to find it's going to be a lot more vertical. So, because like it's kind of at an angle, which is fine with a warm-up weight. Yeah, it'll straighten out once it gets heavy.
Down.
All right,
lift.
you guys want more weight?
Nice.
Yes.
Very smooth. Very smooth.
Always. You couldn't drag
power.
Michelle to this?
Down. Good lift.
I pressured her. So.
Nice. Not yet. That'll be the last one.
She was here last Saturday morning. I was like, are you here?
Down. Good lift. It's too easy for you. You're like,
Go ahead, guys.
down.
Oh, I remove my water.
Good lift.
Sorry.
Anybody else for this weight?
Bump it up.
Okay, go ahead and bump it up.
Any questions? Just checking. Okay.
Just Ryan.
just Ryan's talking. Well, that's good because he can answer questions then, actually. So that's helpful.
Still here. I'll answer some, but yeah.
Saying hi, Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
What? Oh yeah? Oh wow, okay. No, you usually
He walked
usually have
away,
people
yeah.
stand on
He already
45s.
checked out. Yeah.
Down. You're good. You're good. No, you're fine. You got, so long as you get clearance, it's fine. And you can, like as a judge, you can either get
Yeah,
down
so
and
that
see
pin's
it, or
really
you can
nice because then you
literally
don't have
hear
to
it.
like fix it the
You
whole
can
time.
hear
So it just auto-corrects itself.
Down. Nice. Hips could be through just a tiny bit more.
Good, yep.
But hips could be through just a tiny bit more.
It's almost like you've done this, Grant.
You're kind of
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, Ricardo
You
gave
could
that
be
to
a
us.
little more right here, but it's still a good lift.
No, I don't know where you got it. I think a certain shop makes
I
it.
just like to tell.
He just buys
I
them
like
in
to
bulk
tell
now.
everybody like the 3
For
or
armlifting
5%
stuff, yeah.
they can improve. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's nice.
Down. Good lift. Try to get in the legs a little bit more.
It
Think
doesn't
of crowding
work
it instead of being
for-
right
what
here
was
and
it?
hinging.
Some of them are a little
Bend the
funky.
knees, push the ground down.
It's really good for the grandfather clock, but for the ones at Caribbean are still a better choice, actually. Yeah.
Down. Good lift. You had a question?
Easy way, lightweight.
I like to think of it that way. Yeah.
Down.
There's
Yep.
a dozen ways to do it, but that's the way I do it.
AJ, the only thing I
Down.
can recommend is like
Good lift.
starting tall like this with your torso and then just standing up with it. Yeah, you don't want to be like bent over and then do it. So, because yeah, it's gonna like swing up.
Down.
Because it's gonna want to
Good
swing
lift.
out in front of you. Because, I mean, you're just gonna lock in your arm and not have to worry about that giving out. You know.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a 13-pound handle, so it's like 21. Down. That's cute.
Oh, yeah, good call.
Down. Hey.
Don't want to lose.
No, you're fine.
What's up?
Start to get dramatically more difficult.
Oh yeah, that's what's interesting
Down.
about arm lifting is like
Good lift.
you'll go up, it feels
Nice
really
foot
good, and
change.
you're like, I'll jump 5 pounds,
Yeah.
and then it's glued to the
Feel
floor,
better?
and you're like, oh, okay, I made a mistake. Yeah, so go ahead, Scott. Once you kind of feel like you're near your
Down.
max,
Good lift.
take a 1 kilo jump, 1.2 kilo jump, honestly. Yep, looks good. Yep. I know
Down.
I said like you can keep your
Good
arm
lift.
behind your back. I really recommend against that. Actually, I would just stick your hand out like this. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I think just for like when it gets really heavy, just keep it right here. Yeah, just to the side. Yep.
Down. Down.
Take a
Nice.
small step back. Small step back. There
Good
you go. Yep.
lifts. Good lifts.
There you go. Yep. See how that went just straight up? Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing with your left. So no, that was good actually. Yep. Yep. I just didn't know
I
if your
go
stance was going to
basically
affect
like
it because you didn't really
knuckles
change your
forward.
feet. So
Yeah, when I do it, I'm like, I'm not like,
Yep.
but I'm just, I basically pronate until I
Jeez,
can't
Ashley,
pronate.
you might want to
that's about
stagger
where
your
I
stance
live.
just a little bit because
Like,
you're going to drop it
almost
right on your
end-range
feet.
pronation.
You are. No, it's not. Once you get like 100 pounds on there, it's not going to feel great.
Yeah. That's about, I usually try to grip it, yeah. Because that finger will do like a good amount of work if you get it in the right spot. It kind of creates a block, but really like, I don't know, I think of it as the whole
I'm trying to
hand.
think of what you're talking
You kind of
about.
want to pack the whole hand.
Oh, for
so it's
the
kind of
strength
making
of
a
numbers.
block.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Your pinky is kind of
yes,
the knot
it was
at the
just
end
a
of it
certain
that
weight,
you're
and you just held it for as long as
packing
you could. So, yep.
You're leaving. I thought you were true.
Yeah. So again, just the only thing to adjust. Same
to
thing
see
with the
ya.
axle.
Have fun.
You want to just make
Yep,
sure
will
you're
do.
kind of like tall with it when you're all over the
See you
implement,
soon.
and just stand up. Yeah, you don't want to be
More
like
weight.
bending over and then like come up like that. Just because
Anybody else want
it's
this?
going to be really hard when it gets heavy.
Okay.
So that's the only adjustment. Yeah.
Throw this one on.
Oh yeah. Anyone else? Okay.
You do not have to hit this weight if you don't want, but if you want to hit this weight, I would hit it because this gets heavy really quick.
And no, you're good. If you guys haven't tried the anvil, give it a try. Down.
But again, we'll make another 5 kilo jump here soon. Down. Good lift.
Mid to like one.
We're gonna go
It
over
kind
the
of
mystery
depends.
event
So
and
I
you
think
do
for
get
your
to
weight
learn it.
class, this is
Yeah.
a weird lift because like I've seen 90 kilo guys get more than like 120 kilo guys.
Yeah,
It just
you're
really
gonna murder
depends.
it.
But like mid to high 100s is
lift.
really solid.
You're
like,
probably gonna win it.
This is probably I'm a lot better at the vertical lifts compared to like the Saxon. Like anything pinching, I'm not as good at.
You got it.
Like the Saxon over there. I can get probably like 165 on this, which for me, it's
Down.
not bad. Like I'm on the
Good lift.
leaderboard, but
Nice.
it's
Just watch
weird.
out for it falling on your
So-
foot. You know what I mean? Very nice.
Okay.
I think I had like at least 2 plates on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're probably in the mid 100s then, I think. Yeah. Give it another whirl.
Done.
If we run out of time,
Good
try it
lift.
after we're done. Because
Nice.
are you guys gonna do the comp? Okay, perfect.
I bet
Try
you
and
can.
find out when your 1 rep max is today on everything if you can, or at least a rough. Like you don't have to go RP 10.
I've hit like 375 on double overhead now.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you
Down.
can kind of gauge that. That's good.
Good lift.
Yeah.
And that was just like
Anyone else?
Yeah, because what you want to do the day of is, try and get like 6 to 8 lifts on each event. I wouldn't do any more than that. So just jump in around like 60% as a warm-up and just kind of jump from there.
Down. Good lift, but
Ashley, you make me
in a
so
competition
nervous.
it would be no lift. The reason is your hand is right here.
All
Got to
right.
clear your hand off. Yeah.
You just can't sue me if you break a
Good.
toe.
Get
You
it.
can't sue me if you break a toe.
Let's go, Noah.
Yeah. No, she can't. Oh, there you go. Anyone else at this weight for the grandfather? Okay.
Down. Good lift. Just watch that offhand. Make sure it's not touching your leg.
Yeah.
You can tuck it behind
don't try
you.
it,
You can
once
hold
it
it
gets
out.
heavier. Yeah, it's a lot harder.
Good lift.
Yeah. Dustin's really good at this one. He's gotten like 250 on it. On the grandfather
Down.
clock, yeah.
Good lift.
What are you doing?
What?
Yeah.
For a male in the 100 kilo class, a good weight would be 180 to 200. Yeah.
Down.
Much less, like 50. We're like 50.
Down.
Yeah.
You want to jump in? You should, yeah. You didn't get to try axle, did you? But you probably already know what your weight is for that, right? Yeah. What's your 1 rep max on that, if you had to guess?
Never done it.
Okay.
But like I've done both like around 300.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good, actually. So, I'd say you're
Okay.
probably around like 330, 340 then, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Which is
we're
actually
trying
very
to stay
solid.
a little early on it.
They just axle hurts my hand.
Yeah.
we don't
The
wanna
one
get
that
slammed for
irritates
the
my
last
wrist
little
is Saxon
Nice.
bar. The square one over there by the logs.
Dylan.
That one,
Doing axle,
Yeah.
like, trying to like roll my shoulders through at the end, and I was like,
yeah.
5 minutes.
So, yeah, that's what I was going to ask you for time.
Okay, 5 minutes left, guys.
Yep.
If you want heavier work, they're
Yeah, I
going
think
a
the
little
tendon just
heavier on
gets
that
really irritated
platform,
because on the Saxon, for me, it took like 8 weeks for it to stop hurting, honestly. It was a long time.
for 4.5,
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
also haven't stopped training.
Yeah, that was my issue too. I was like, I'm not really stopping the training, but I just avoided lifts that irritated. That's all.
Good lift.
Down.
Yeah.
Good lift. Yep.
For sure.
And again, you guys try and get practice on both hands. You'd be surprised. My non-dominant hand's actually better on this lift, believe it or not. So give it a try. You wanna work both, especially during training, because you never know if you're gonna injure one of your wrists or something.
Done. Good lift.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, I know how much I can lift on this.
Yeah, that
Done.
one is, I was saying,
Good
like
lift.
15-20% harder.
Nice.
Okay. So
Too easy.
down.
That one's just not heavy enough yet.
Yeah.
Down.
You wanna go ahead? Okay.
Good lift. Down. Good lift.
So AJ, maybe take a step back when you do that again. I think you're just too close to it. That's why I wanted to come out. So.
Yeah, you want to.
All right, guys, you want to go heavier on this? Okay.
If you get really
We got just a
technical,
couple
there are
minutes
people that
left,
lift
so-
well with both of them, and usually I'm not too concerned which way you're
just another
grabbing.
plate.
Down. I'm not too.
Do you guys wanna go, like, a
concerned
lot
which way you're
heavier or
grabbing.
just
I'm
a
more
little bit?
concerned Down.
Okay. And again, after the seminar's over, you guys can come back and mess with it.
It is really
So-
funny how, I mean, like, you look at some of the top lifters down, and there are
Okay.
some people that
Plates are
do it
loaded.
that
Go
way,
ahead.
which feels terrible.
And I'll
to
actually
me.
start this time.
And then there's some, like, a lot of people will do it this way, which is the way that I go. But
I'd have to do some math. Hold on.
yeah, I lock everything in.
Yeah, yep.
I lock everything in and then drive
Down. Good lift.
down. Good lift. Eyes on me.
Down.
I called the down
lift.
low early. In that situation, you would get the lift.
The implement, I think, is around.
Down. No.
10s, right? So 66
Yeah.
forward, 110.
It's an awkward amount of weight. Down. Looks good. Yeah. I think the whole thing is like 13 pounds or something. Yeah. Down. Yeah, looks good, Scott. Not
Yep.
much to adjust, honestly. Your form looks good.
Yeah, everybody's a little different where they
You
like
can
to place
you can
their
totally
hand.
go wide as long as you have some range of motion
Eyes
out
on
of it.
me.
That's okay.
Down.
Yeah.
Good lift.
Lock out and easy.
To me, it looked good. Down. Yep.
Yeah.
So can you gain this by doing a really
All
wide
right.
It's going to be judge's
2
discretion.
minutes,
if it's
guys, 2 minutes.
if you lift it only like an inch up, we're probably going to say no lift. So yeah,
I mean, like, if I do a narrow grip,
yeah,
Down.
yeah. It's a lot
Good
more
lift.
range. Yeah, I would
Go ahead
say
and- yeah.
probably
Well,
not.
she
Not
needs
for
to
you.
lift
If you just go a little bit more in,
Yeah.
I would give it to you. Yeah. Yes, you are allowed to go kind of wide stance. That is allowed.
Choke up a little bit on the end
Yeah.
and squeeze tight. Squeeze.
That's why.
Down.
Yeah, that's why I was
Good lift.
saying you want to be upright
Nice.
for the start of the lift. So
Yeah.
down.
Do your thing. Do your thing. I need to talk to Dylan real quick.
Yes,
So just body weight for
Correct.
time.
that's it. Yep.
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 Okay.
We're gonna start once they lift their feet up. Once you touch, you're done.
Okay. I just
Yep.
want to make sure I'm communicating the rules in a
Yep.
way that we agree
And we're
on.
gonna do 2 people at a time because we have a second set coming.
Okay.
Yep. So it'll be a head-to-head.
give me 3 seconds, bro.
What,
You'd
sorry,
be surprised.
What was the last bit you said?
Oh, it's a head-to-head.
Head to head. Okay.
Yep. You'd be surprised because Gabby Dixon, she can hold on longer than who was it? Some other pro strongman who's a lot lighter than her, and she can hold on longer. Yeah.
2 hands, right?
Yeah.
After you
No, I
hit
was
your
like 1
attention,
hand.
you
Like,
might
I'm
wanna
like,
refocus.
Yeah. As long as not one
Yeah,
hand,
'cause
that'd
we're
be
doing
crazy.
a body weight hang.
Okay. Down. Let's
You're
go.
like, yes! Yes, my day has come!
I never realized how long your arms are. Down. Yeah, that's why you are a good deadlifter. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. That's why you want to work on keeping your palm towards your body because it's going to want to do that. Ashley, keep your palm towards your body because it's going to want to spin. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me just give you a pointer here. So I recommend instead of spreading your fingers like this, try and like you're holding a hammer. So like lock it in like this.
Okay.
See how my fingers are all touching? and then just come up with it.
Okay, so more like.
No worries.
Yeah, exactly. Because like when your fingers are together, it's going to be a lot stronger that way instead of like spreading out. So
Oops, sorry, man.
nice. See, that was a lot easier. Yep. All right.
So last
go.
thing, we are going with these reds, yeah. We're going with the
Yes,
reds, that's
correct.
the only choice.
That's the only choice. Yep. No level ones.
Okay. All right, guys, so got last lift right here. We're about to transition into the third event, which is the mystery event.
Fuck you, by the way, on this one.
You're welcome.
Sorry you're pregnant during this time.
You know what? If I had known.
I know. Timed it better.
It's gonna be a big fat zero.
I hate everything about this. I'd like to file a complaint to HR.
This was his idea.
Was it really Zach's
She's
idea?
pissed.
Of course it was.
This was my idea. This was his.
All right, guys, so event number 3 is the mystery event. It is going to be a level 1 monkey grip.
No, level 2.
That's right, level 2 monkey grip. Body weight hang for time.
If you have complaints, file them with HR.
Yes.
HR is Saul and Lucas, and they don't care.
Yep. So yeah.
Great
That's a good
question. Yeah.
Yeah. There will be an auction for different body weights. Yeah.
Actually, no, legitimately, like, if you want to, like, auction off, like, Zach doing it for you, we'll take donations.
My hands will be destroyed.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's your fault for picking us up.
Yeah. So it's the principle is very simple. It's just going to be you grip these, and the time starts as soon as your feet come off the ground and you're not supported by anything but your hands. So tell them when the time starts.
Not yet. No. Now.
And when you support yourself anywhere, time stops.
I'm going to punch you in the stomach and see what happens.
Yeah.
Down. Yep.
Time stops. So maximum time wins.
We wanted to change it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have picked a lot of other things, my man.
And this is one of those things.
Yeah,
So,
this is a pretty brutal event. I will say this. So a couple of the technical things that will be helpful for people. I would grab a little higher on these if you could. So if you do start to slip, you have more rope to work with. If you grab at the end and you start to slip, you're off the end already. So obviously choke up as much as you can. I also like to grip the monkey grips with the end of my hand, and I try to close them in my fingers and then pack them into my fingers with my hand closing, and then I close over the top of the thumb. It gives you a lot better squeeze and a lot more friction than just gripping it in the middle and trying to squeeze like this.
Zach's giving us all these technical things to do. We're still going to curse it.
Well, that's the reason why we have the world record for the monkey grips. Yeah. Because of that technique. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm wearing the shirt. Yeah.
Throw fruit at you, Zach.
So one more time. I think the best way to grip these is choked up, squeeze the fingers into it, and then close the hand around and squeeze the thumb. Like that. Yeah, like it owes you money. Right? You're really solid right here. If you just grip and squeeze, I can feel myself slipping already. So it makes a big difference. Go ahead and give these a try.
So I got a question.
Yeah?
So what if you get a guy like Nick, like, you know, he's tall, long limbed and all that, like, does he have to
Hey, you did show up.
use them, or can he just do this?
He can be back here. You just can't.
Traction when you're trying to hold on.
Yeah, you can't support yourself.
He's some V-ups.
Yeah, he has to do. Yeah, he has to do windshield wipers now.
No, it's just, that's what I was wondering, because, I mean, that looks like pretty short for a guy of his size. That's why I'm asking.
Well,
so
we're
Dylan will tackle that. Yeah.
we're probably gonna put these on the rack out here, so it'll be higher off the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there is one more thing with it. You will get one try at this, so you only get one shot. Be aware of that. Chalk your hands really well. It's very helpful. Like Dylan said, we're going to be doing it out there, so the bar is actually going to be a little higher. And this will also be head-to-head. We will have a second set.
Yeah.
So you'll be,
Absolutely gonna
Oh, we should make them stare. We should make them stare at each other. Yeah.
We probably will.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I was gonna say we can have people warm up on this if they want, just next to it.
Okay, so do we have any questions on the execution of this? On the technical side?
That's up to you.
As wide as you want.
Yep.
Yep. As wide or as narrow as you want. If you do, for some reason, want to hold yourself more like this, you can.
Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah.
But that seems terrible to me. So I would probably not.
I think we should move them out there so people can try.
Okay, yeah, we got the stream. Let's chat with Braden about that. We might move these out there. For now, we're going to put them in here. We also have warm-up ones right here that are a little bit easier. Yep. We're going to put them over here. And we're going to talk with Braden real quick about possibly going into the front. But we might just stay back here. So anyway, with no more questions, any more questions? Okay, go ahead and I'm turning you guys loose on it.
An additional fun.
We can't move the camera, can we? We can't move the camera out there, can we?
We can just stay in here then.
Yeah, like I'm good for the door, but that'd be kind of.
Okay.
Well,
I think it's fine. I think anyone that lifts their knees, they won't touch.
Yeah.
So. All right, I'm gonna move this barbell so you guys could try these ones.
All right, who's up? Who's up?
Well,
I would suggest getting several sets. If you can, get a couple sets of like 10 to 15 seconds.
Also, these ones are easier. These are the level 1 monkey grips, so I recommend just warming up on these and then giving those a try after.
So which one are we going to be competing with, the level 2?
We're competing with level 2.
Yep, nice, good. Yep, I like what you did there. There you go.
Some of mine. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Who's next? Who's next?
Yeah, I know, right? It's a good question. I don't think it exists, but I'm sure they'll make one. All right, jump in, guys.
There you go.
Yeah, do I get a handicap for being pregnant?
If you want to sacrifice some points, sure. I am curious what people's times are going to be on this. I've timed myself one time on this. 80 seconds.
You're good at that.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good at the monkey grips, but like
Yeah, guys,
a
I would
dead hang,
definitely
I can only
suggest
get like
getting a
95,
couple
so
tries
not that
and a
much
few
more.
seconds so you can feel the setup, and so you can get some repetitions at the setup.
let's go, Ash.
Just get in the zone. Don't think about it. It's not a great feeling. No, it feels terrible. So there was a challenge with these like a year ago where you deadlift with them, and that was brutal. That's why I got this shirt, because I got the world record for it. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the only time I've had a horizontal callus tear.
Yeah, me too.
I tore my callus horizontally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on, Nolan. Let's go.
There you go. Nice.
I just hit 3 hays last night.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Is this your warm-up run or your official submission of the world record?
So just imagine deadlifting with them.
Yep, keep those feet up. Make it clear.
I think I'd rather prefer to do
No, they both suck. You're gonna deadlift more weight than your body weight, so that's gonna actually hurt more.
and travel fun. He'll do this for you at the show.
The over/under is 2 minutes. Said the over/under for Braden's 2 minutes.
We gotta put a 80. He needs an 80-pound weight vest on though. Yeah.
You got it.
I'll put a basketball around yourself.
We talked about like Lucas and I doing head-to-head, but like.
Dude, that'd be so great. Yeah.
We're like 100 pounds extra.
Have Zack on your back.
Yeah.
Like we do maxes, but it's based on the percentages.
Brady's like, listen, I love Brandon in this gym. I can hang.
Yes.
Do you want notifications of how far along you are, or you just want to take it
30 seconds.
every 30 seconds? So you're at minute
What's he
6
at?
right now.
Whoa! That is allowed.
He was
That
in
is
a
allowed.
minute 10 when you told him to do that, and he did it. Oh my God. See what I tell you? So I tell you the over-under's in 2 minutes, and he's in a minute and a half doing pull-ups. So I should have said 2:30.
Does it feel uncomfortable on your callus or your joints right now? I'm just curious. Like, where do you feel it being uncomfortable? If it's uncomfortable.
More calluses than joints.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me though.
But then my lower knuckles hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 2 minutes.
Jeez.
I'll hold you for too long. Dude, these are so much easier than a bar because it
Yeah.
like grips into my hands so much more.
I feel that as well. 220.
Maybe keep your mystery time or your max time a mystery.
Yeah,
You should drop.
I'll stop at 2:30.
Okay. He's gonna choose to. Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Voluntary stop at 2:30. Damn,
Nice
bro.
job.
Very well
Yes.
done. Yep.
Go ahead, Murph. Yeah. You're up. Yeah.
Taylor?
Oh yeah, Taylor. What do you think? 2:30. Yeah.
I think I could put 4 to
All right, let's have somebody hop up. Come on, come on, come on.
Bar is 356.
And you think you can do more on that?
I think
Because it's
more on that.
easier.
It grips.
Interesting.
The vertical is easier too because it pushes in.
Yeah.
Or a bar is trying to tear my hands open.
That's
You
the
don't have
thing.
to
Like
take it
I
to
only,
failure.
I
would do a
tested
couple
that.
sets
It was only like
so you can
15
feel the
seconds under
setup.
my max, like regular dead hang off a pull-up bar.
It
So
is.
yeah,
No,
I
it
got
would
80
be.
on that.
It would be pretty
and
cool.
My
I
regular
mean,
dead hang's like 95 seconds.
there is that.
So
At the
Yeah.
at the Mr. Olympia, I set the dead hang record for the convention
oh, nice.
at 3 minutes and 56 seconds.
Wow, that's awesome.
2.5.
Too bad like someone like Magnus Mippo wasn't there to like do it with you
And
or
then he
something.
shut it
Yeah.
down.
There was a professional rock climber
Yeah.
from Canada that broke it easily, and then I was behind him though, so then I broke his, and he
Oh,
could've
nice.
crushed me.
Oh man.
He was
That
like, yeah,
was
my max
23
dead hang is
seconds.
like 13 minutes, and I was like, what the
Whoa, 13.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's insane. What'd you get to? Okay, you can't let me show off, okay? I've gotten 80 seconds on this. I just tested it like a week ago. But Gabby Dixon can hang off these like ridiculously long too.
Really?
Yeah, and she's like 300 pounds.
There you go.
I know, it's crazy. Yeah. Watch the feet. Ah.
Yeah.
I'm getting a 10 second extra.
Putting my 20-pound phone.
Take your shoes off too.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Are you sure you're tall enough to get up there? Wear them all for the event. Don't listen to her. I'm not scared.
It hurts like
It's
into here,
it's right
and then,
here
like,
for
a
me.
little bit of,
You
Yeah.
got it
depending on how
now.
it-
You got it now.
Yeah. It's the same feeling as the deadlift when I do it
Okay.
with those. So.
That's 9
Yeah. Those are the only thing I've ever felt my calluses starting to tear like this. Yeah, I grab like that and then press it into my palm and then close
Yeah,
it
there
on
you go.
top.
Yep.
Almost like a gripper at the end where
Yeah,
you
that looks
kind of
good.
lock it in with the thumb.
Nice.
You can kick.
Say that
Probably
again?
easier if you kick them back, honestly.
Yes. Yeah.
You're like,
It's-
I like that.
Yeah. Well, so coincidentally, you grip it like a monkey. That's the thing. They use like all finger strength. So yeah, you put it in here, roll it over, and then just lock it in.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Because with the deadlift too, a lot of people just put it in here and just roll their fingers over it. But
Yeah, if you lock
I
it in,
increased
it
my
doesn't- it's
deadlift
not
on that
the
by
worst
like
thing,
100
but
pounds just because I
as your
put it in
grip
my
starts to
fingers and
fatigue,
rolled
you'll
it
feel your
over.
calluses
Yeah.
taking over. and
Because
it's
I was
like,
only getting like
ow.
405, 410 the conventional way, and then when Zack showed me his technique, that's why I got the record on it because he showed me the right technique. So
Her coach agrees.
yeah. You just try it.
Yeah,
try it
yeah.
again sometime
There
this
we
week.
go. We'll set it
Don't
up for you
max
when you
out,
get
but just
back.
try it so you can get a feel for it. Because when I did the right technique, like I said, I got 80 seconds out of it.
There you
So
go.
it was just about willpower at that point. So yeah, if I beat Don't let me beat you on this, man. You're so much lighter than me.
I might,
Yeah.
But I was doing mostly pull-ups.
might talk with,
I loved
well,
it. I think that's where that
I don't know, we might talk with Dylan and see if we can do that at like a
Yes.
10, like this is like a 10x of that or something, you know?
Yeah. No, I haven't.
yeah,
I haven't
it does.
touched this since the deadlift attempt. So I just did it on a whim because Saul put it in my program. And he's like, "Go dead, hang off the monkey grips and see how long you get."
Yeah,
I'm like, okay. Yeah, and
It's
I tried it.
uncomfortable.
I got way longer. I thought I was gonna get like 30 seconds, and I somehow made it past the minute. I was like, okay, I can keep going. And I got another 20 seconds.
All right.
Come on, Murphy, let's go. Yeah.
Don't think about it.
There you
Don't think
go.
about it. It's just pain.
Yeah.
Just pain. It goes away.
Looks very comfortable.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
it's all lies.
Climbing session.
As long as you beat Ryan Terry, that's really what matters. Because you got to compete against him. Because you're probably gonna go head to head with Ryan.
Can I talk shit while I'm doing it?
Yeah, of course. We're gonna make you face each other. Yeah.
It's encouraged, actually.
Oh, highly. Yeah.
There you go.
One thing that benefits me, I do most of my grip with farmers in my fingers.
Yeah.
This is a lot of finger strength, not actual.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. It's not great. No.
What? Hell yeah. Go again.
Last one's the bob here. I know that's the thing. Like, I kind of
So
want
this
that to
is
be
one of the
last,
reasons
but I
why
think this
we
is a
were
cool
like, we have
finale
to have weight
event.
classes.
So, but yeah, that's gonna destroy everyone's fingers. Where are you feeling it, Murph? Yeah, it's like all right here for me. Yep.
Well, I did that rack thing, and I like it.
Yep.
But I didn't even finish it. Like, I
Because
did
we love to
I
make
hold
people
it like
suffer.
this, it feels like that.
Yeah.
Probably try those to get more power.
I would.
It is percentage by time.
What's time? Go 40. What's it?
40, a little over 40.
That's what I did.
Come on now.
Like
Stay
I was
tough.
just telling these guys, Saul put
Less
it on my
than 10 seconds
programming
left
just
to a
this
minute.
last
Come on.
week because he knows I'm hosting it. So he's like, go try and test it. And I just got in the zone, didn't think about it, and I somehow got to 80 seconds
Broke a
on
minute.
it. I was
I
like,
could have gone
Yeah.
at least double what I did for sure. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I'm sure people in the live stream are tired of hearing me say that now. So,
Have you gone yet?
okay,
We'll get your ass up there. Come on. What you waiting on?
You know what I mean?
yeah,
That is a tricky one. Yeah.
no, that's good. We'll pull it out.
Yeah.
What are we thinking? Like 2-minute warning? It's 11:18,
Who has not done this yet?
or at least wants to
Has
try
anyone not done this yet that wants to try or should try?
it. All right, Diana's gonna be the last
You've
one
gone.
then.
I was pointing to her.
You locked in? There you go.
47 is when she started. You got it now. This should be a really good event for you, honestly. You just gotta stay tough.
No.
Come on.
No, it would just be a twine or something at that point. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Squeeze those hands. Squeeze those hands.
Nice
Yep.
job.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
30
great.
seconds. Well done. So grip, it looked to me like you closed your hand like this and not like this.
Yeah, just curl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to curl the fingers in on the rope. Yeah.
Okay, anyone else want to take a swing at this before we shift? Nope. Okay, and then Dylan will be showing you the very unique dumbbell blob.
Yes.
It's something we kind of brainstormed.
All right. So the exact setup of this might change. We're just kind of playing around with it still, but this is a general layout. So how this event is going to work is you're going to have one run through of picking up a dumbbell just for a max weight essentially. So this would be a good time for you guys to test where you're kind of at as far as what your 1 rep max is going to be for being able to just pick up a dumbbell and set it on the platform. So we're gonna have like all the weights out. It's just gonna range from, like 10 pounds all the way up to probably 100. I don't think anyone's gonna do that, but you never know. So yeah, when you go up to do your attempt, you can start as light as you want, but you're gonna have 60 seconds to hit as many reps or just a max weight as much as you can, whichever you're gonna place in. It's gonna be easier to explain once you kind of see the scoring, but essentially, let's say you get to an 80-pound dumbbell and you get that just 1 rep. Anyone under your 80-pound dumbbells, they get 75 for 10 reps. Your 80-pound 1 rep is still gonna beat that 75 for 10. So again, the heaviest weight you get is gonna trump anything below that. But you still wanna take your time and try and get reps on whatever that heaviest weight is, because if you're tying with someone on the dumbbell weight, you wanna get an extra rep or 2 out of that. Place higher. So, you have 60 seconds on this. So you wanna plan for this accordingly, because again, if you know you can get a certain weight, but you think you might be able to get to the next one, it's gonna be up to you if you wanna just take the one you're comfortable with and just rep it out versus spending 30 seconds trying to get one weight that you may not even get. So you wanna plan for this. It's kind of a strategy game. So when you're gonna go up to it, you're gonna get the start time. And again, for the technique, I'll just show you up here so everyone can hopefully see it. Let's just come back here. So from the ground, you have to have your thumb on the inside of the weight, pinky on the outside. Now it's up to you on where you want to place the rest of your fingers, but your palms have to be relatively on top. You cannot come underneath and try and scoop it. You cannot mix grip it. Can't go on the sides. So again, palms have to be relatively on top. So when you go to lift it, you're gonna go up and just place it on here. So you can get a little closer to it and just get it up. Yep. So as long as you get it on the platform and it's not rolling off, that's 1 rep. Now again, let's just say I'm stuck at the 55. There's a 60 next to me. I'm not gonna get it. I'm just gonna get the 55. Once the judge, how are we gonna judge that? Are we gonna just assume that as soon as it touches the platform? Yeah. We'll just count the reps for you guys so you know you're gonna take it back off, go again.
2.
So you can take it off.
Yeah, you don't have to take it off the same way. You just get it back to the floor as quick as you can. So you want to keep repping it out.
3.
Just like that. Yep. So it's pretty straightforward, but any questions?
If you hit a weight, can you go down and get reps from the other one? Will that count?
Correct. Yeah, you don't have to be stuck at a certain weight. Like if you try a 70 and you can't get it, go back down.
Sure, but what if you hit like 70 and then you can't get another one? Could you get reps at 60 that would count? No.
I, well,
You know what I mean?
No,
Like
because
70 plus 3 at 60.
no.
I don't think we
Okay,
should.
that's
I
a
don't
good
think we
question. So for people on the live stream who didn't hear it, Murphy asked if you get like a 70 for 1 and you want to go back down. We're going to say no, you cannot go down to the previous one and get reps. So whatever one you are successful at, you're just going to stick there. So yeah, if you get 1 rep on anything, you're probably going to beat some people at that anyway. So
yeah.
yeah,
It
good
would,
question.
the scoring would become really convoluted.
Yes.
And it's a limitation of, yeah, that's
Yeah.
part of what it is. That's a really good question though. I
Yeah,
want to
it
demonstrate
is.
a couple illegal lifting techniques,
Yes.
if that's cool.
Go ahead. Yep.
So, illegal lifts. Go ahead and check
Oh, yeah.
check the technique.
That's no lift. You see how his right hand, his thumb is up on top? You've got to have a thumb on the inside of the implement and a pinky on the outside at all times.
Thumb and pinky. What if
Yes.
I do this?
No lift.
What
Yeah,
if
you
I-
cannot turn it sideways.
What if I do this?
Can't. Nope. Palms
how
have
about
to be
this
on
guy?
top. Nope. you can T-Rex it if you want. Like if you want to come down and do that, you can do that. No lift, because again, he's mixed gripping.
Yeah, so I just want to make the point that we're going to try to make it as game-proof as possible.
Yes.
And just palm has to be on the top. You have to have even contact between surfaces. If you're contacting one of these bottom surfaces, you have to contact the other bottom surface with your palm being on the top at the same time, which means your hands are going to have to be like a foot long.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, anyway, do we have any questions on this? I want to see you try to break it.
Yeah.
He's smiling because he's got one.
He's
I know
crafty.
you got one.
Yeah.
And I love it actually. I love that game.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Thumb comes into contact with the
So that's a good question. Your thumb is allowed to touch it. It just cannot be like wrapped around it in any way.
What if you
Yeah.
wrapped on the inside like that, touching, like locking up against it. Should be over the top.
Are you talking like this, where one thumb is here and one thumb is in front?
Or both thumbs underneath and just scoop it.
Oh, good question.
It'd be really hard to.
I would say you need.
Yeah, because I can do that as well.
It's gonna be tough, but
I mean, technically the thumbs are on.
Why don't you just try it?
I think when he gets up, to a weight that's heavier, he won't be able to do it.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one last note, you need to mirror both hand orientation. So you can't have one in like a claw and the other one's like this, you know?
Yeah, it can't be like this, is what he's saying.
I don't see a problem with that.
Oh, okay. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I think we.
I don't see a problem with that. Yeah.
I think we gotta turn them loose, like on it. What do you think?
Wait, say that again.
I think we're ready to turn people loose.
Oh
on
yeah.
this.
Okay,
All right, cool. Any more questions?
let me just put these.
Okay, let's get to it.
25 here. That's 35. I recommend starting kind of light because you do want to warm up on this. And lots of chalk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
chalk helps considerably.
lots of chalk.
This will be one of those events. Well, the entire contest is chalk only, just to be clear.
No tacky. No.
Oh man.
Well, we're gonna see if Scott can get more than 75 pounds. He matched me on 75 yesterday.
I
got
heard him say
75.
that, and I was pretty impressed.
Yeah, see, he got 70. Scott's weirdly good at this.
Holy shit. Okay. I'm impressed you guys got it. Damn.
No, I'm gonna see if Scott gets 80.
Whoa! Very impressive.
Let's go. Let's go, Scott. Come on. 80 pounds. Come on.
Come on.
Whoa!
Holy shit. Damn, bro.
Dude, that's impressive.
Right?
I think you're going to be one of the
very
only few
impressive.
people that gets that, honestly.
Question is going to do it for reps.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
These damn pin
No,
strips.
just as long as you're like on this, that's fine.
I think it's tricky. Like it's just really weird. There you go.
So this is the one I get stuck on. I already need more chalk again. Hold on.
So I picked it up like this, but my palm isn't flat. That wouldn't count.
Yep.
It's on
I got to see if I
top.
can match
think it would
Scott. That's the
count.
thing.
That's really. I guess I was just simple.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay. All right. I got to get an 85 now. I just got it. Oh, did you grab an 85?
I was thinking about it.
We're gonna do it.
Get it.
That's what I feel. Because that's why I was like, I feel like I want to grab it here. I'm in on top.
I'm in the club too. Yeah. I'm in the club too.
Zach, what do you get to?
I got 80.
You got 80? Okay, okay. I got an 85 here.
That one looks notably larger.
No, that is so much bigger. Did you just get that up? Nice. That's great, man.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, close. Yes, watch out for toes. Yeah, chalk up heavy on this one. I don't know if 85 is going up for anyone, honestly.
Ah, so close.
Three of us just got 80. Yeah.
Dude, you missed
Let's go,
such
Scott.
a good
Come on.
Korean bar. Or you,
Get it up.
It was Japanese barbecue, but you missed it, man. It was so good. I also had.
It's such an increase in just size from 75. Yeah.
Awesome though.
Yeah.
I can't get it.
You did it in a row.
So 3 of us just got 80. Myself, Zach, and Scott. and we're trying the 85 now. Yeah, it's massive.
Give me a minute
Dude,
on that.
that was close. All
Give me
right,
a minute on that. I'll get that one.
I'm gonna try it.
I'll get it. I got the 80. I got the 85 up to the lip and missed it. Son of a bitch.
You know, important shit.
Yeah. Time to gamer mode.
Different. The guy took 110 off the.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Woo!
Oh my god.
I just got it.
I'm gonna have to get it.
Did someone record that?
What the?
All right, let's go. Come on. Oh, nice. All right.
We're gonna have to start training with 10s and 15s.
I can't remember this guy's name. He just got it. That guy.
Damn.
Yeah. I need you to match me, man.
I will. I'm going to.
You were close. Ooh, close.
I need a platform if I even want to try that
All right.
70.
Let's go, Scott.
I need more ground.
Come on.
High kilo.
Come on.
It's just like maxed. It's just maxed out.
Man. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna grab a 90. Yeah. Yeah. A few of us will try it. Lucas, I want to see you try it.
Yeah.
Try warming up. Go get
There
like
you
a
go.
60.
Well done. That's hard. That's very hard. Yeah.
Murph, what have you gotten to?
You need a couple tries on that one.
All right.
I'm just packing. I'm not gripping it at all.
You have to get on the full inside wall.
Yeah, but if you put your thumb
Could you get on the top? Not the top, but
You have to, yeah.
Hey, look at that. 80 for Lucas.
like, is that legal?
Hey, you good? That's good.
Thumb just has to be on the inside.
Thumb has to be on the inside.
Yeah, you can fly though.
Like that's legal?
There you go.
I'm just doing a pec fly.
That's fine.
I'm not doing grip.
Oh, you just jump into 90? Do you want to try 85? Oh! Wow.
My hand isn't even big enough. Like, I couldn't.
This-
Yeah.
Was it a show you got me focused on?
Yeah. So,
I'm just.
yeah.
That angle is fine. You don't have to be on the flat.
So if you're touching the outer edge, you have to be touching the inner
Oh.
edge. So
Not coming
that's
up,
to say,
yeah.
like, if you look at the
Yeah, that's
chalk
rough.
on that other one, you have to touch the inside surface.
That's the thing. Like,
Okay.
on the
Nice,
90,
Murph. There you go.
my hand wasn't big enough to do what
80.
I was to do and
Yep.
touch it barely. Like on the 80, I was barely touching it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put the thumb versus like, inside or all the way.
It can be on this pad. That's fine. Yeah.
And he stopped. And he,
But then your finger.
that was
You just
after
can't
he
have
did
it,
some
like, on
pull-ups
top
and
or
then did some
behind.
one-arm hangs.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah. He's going to go
That's
for
really
like
good.
7
Yeah.
more.
All right. I'll
Like a squeeze this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Well, a good amount of people can get 85 now. Lucas got 90. Yeah. Come on, Murph.
That's true. You're just gonna crush your.
Did you chalk up? Yeah, definitely get that. All right.
So we got to make sure that people are touching both sides, like both flat faces.
Correct.
Doing this.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be all the way down, but as long as it's like this.
Well, I think if you're touching this surface, you have to touch this surface.
I don't think so, because when you get to this, look at, I can barely do that.
Yeah, but if we're only doing this surface, then it eliminates a lot of the grip. Like if I only do this surface, I feel like I could probably, pick it up.
Oh.
It's like, so that's the game. Like, that's why I said we have to be symmetrical, because it's not even that hard if we do it that way.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, it has to be symmetrical grip on the
Okay, so
dumbbell.
should we reset everybody then?
No, everybody's been doing it until the heavier ones.
Okay,
Like, I've
well
only
then.
seen it happen once or twice.
Okay.
But it has to be symmetrical
Well,
grip.
yeah, I mean, because you just got that, no problem. That's the thing.
But that's the difference, is like the thumbs have to be on the flat surface.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm getting this.
Damn.
Okay. I didn't think I was going to. Okay. 95, yeah. Oh, there you go. Murph's got it too, yeah. Nice.
So
All right.
your palms don't have to be on top of that?
No, I mean, they need to be on top. They don't have to be touching, though. Yeah, correct.
So in competition, Dylan's gonna have the final say, because like I think it's more his. Nice. Dylan's gonna have the final say, but I think it has to be symmetrical, or else it becomes.
Well,
yeah.
so like for me, I'm like this.
If you touch this outside edge, you have to touch the inside surface as well. Because you can game it if you do this.
Right.
Because if you do this, you can just squeeze. You know. Yeah, no. It has to be touching the inside like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good standard.
Considerably harder.
If you don't have to, you can just.
Wait. It looks almost the same, so just.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Has to be on my edge.
Yeah.
I got you. It can't be here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I feel like that's a good fair standard.
Yeah, because if you don't do that,
You should just fucking.
Yeah.
Well,
125. You just do
we might need to reassess that then.
Well, that's what I mean
Yeah.
by like just symmetrical hand
Yeah.
placement.
yeah, that's what I did on that one. It's way easier.
Yeah, I can't get down there.
Because I can't, I could barely even get to both.
I feel like if I don't have to touch that edge, I
Yeah.
can be like here.
Like going here to here.
Oh,
It's a different thing. But if I have to touch that edge, I must grip it.
okay. We probably need to say something then.
I'll make a drawing.
Okay.
So a portion of the thumb has to.
Yeah, we're gonna change it because Lucas made a good point. So. So we're seeing that, like, if I put my thumb like this, I can just pec fly it, so it's a lot easier. Like I'm just doing this the whole time. But like, if you have your thumb on the inside, then exactly. But then that really becomes a grip thing. So yeah, we're gonna change the rules. Yeah, this is good though that we're doing this because we're discovering this. Like this is a new implement. Yeah, most of us won't though. That's the thing. Thumb. Yeah, you can't squeeze it like an Atlas stone or something. So or a sandbag. Yeah, it's gonna be like this. You can't be like that. Yep. So we can have everyone try it again. Yeah, I think that's a good call. Oh, I like here. It looks like a wrench. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how hands go.
It's a claw. Yeah.
The shape of the dumbbell.
Yeah.
If you squeeze tight enough.
So we're gonna have to really watch their thumbs then during the implement. Yeah. I think that's also why we're seeing everyone's graduating too quick. So.
Probably no lift. Probably no lift. Yeah.
Instead of a flyer, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a rear delt movement now.
It doesn't move at all. You're just like,
Yeah, it becomes a lot harder. Oh. Yep, that would count. That would count. All right.
I feel like it's a 55.
Now, see, they slip to the outside, though.
They do slip.
Yeah. You might just have...
As I picked, I did that.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's as much as I did touch.
Yeah.
So it's like impossible. I literally can't
Yeah.
do it. But if I can go here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, is that a certain point, Dylan? I can't get my hands down there. Like at a certain point.
Right. Sorry.
So,
I know, but we're running into an issue where
Frowned upon.
we're seeing people like peck fly it the whole time. That's the thing, and
You're not cheating, you're not trying, you're cheating, man. Come on.
yeah. So that is something.
there you go, Scott. Yeah.
Dude, it was impressive because he did 3 in a row, literally like 30 seconds apart, and then he did the 80, bro.
Yeah.
That was badass.
But I wanted to make sure my
It'll be an interesting event if nothing else. Yeah.
No, it'll be fun. It's just different. Different is fun.
Yeah. See, now when you try it properly, it's like a lot harder. Yeah.
I'm going to try properly and
Yeah.
it's called spray tacking.
All that chalk on those dumbbells starts to slip too.
There is a point at which it's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may be going off the ground. The chalky sides.
So I was gonna say, like if you go to a big grip competition, a lot of the guys will just have a clean towel, and a lot of times they will clean off the implement.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or they will clean off their hands, or both. And a lot of guys will lift kind of without chalk for quite a while until it feels like they need it, and then they'll throw a little bit of chalk on.
See, thumbs are down. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Used to do like farmers like always like this. Yeah. That's freaking.
yeah, once your thumbs are down, it's definitely hard.
Come on, Dylan, show how to do it.
Nope, not with the proper technique. Now I'm not cheating.
Very tough.
Strongman adage of cheat a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta be smart.
No, this was a good trial run, honestly, because we're discovering these little nuances with the technique. So
Warm up and then
Side right. You need that knee in contact with the flat side too on the pinky. So with this thumb going deep, you still got to go here.
yeah, I mean, I think we're just gonna make it to
I
our
think
pinky.
the rule should be just contact, like with any digit. So
Well,
if you're contacting the surface,
Yeah.
it can be any digit.
So you can be like that.
So your thumb has to, if you're only contacting this surface, you can only contact this surface. But if
Well,
you're reaching down here, you have to.
What
touch
about
this
for
surface.
people who really just have two small hands?
Well, then you're kind of SOL. Like it is one of those events that's kind of like unfair to smaller hand individuals.
Well,
which
no,
sucks.
because like I think with the smaller hand, I don't know. Yeah, okay. I guess we'll just have to see someone with small hands try it.
Diving your thumb in though, your pinky, you're not squeezing that pinky in hard enough to hold the weight
Yeah.
in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it's up on that ridge.
That's why I think we should switch it to any digit on the outside, not necessarily just pinky.
Okay.
So like that's the right there.
See, because
Yep.
you can see that gives him like a better.
That is a good grip.
A better
yeah.
opportunity,
Yes.
but still fair.
Yeah, I think that's fair. As long as your thumb is on that inside padding there, the inside ridge. It cannot be. It can't be here. Yeah, it can't be up here because then it turns into a pec fly, and it's a lot easier to get it. Well, that's how all of us were getting it. Yeah.
Say my first. Yeah, kiss my first place goodbye.
Okay. You want to make the announcement then?
For technical.
Just because you've got it drawn up.
Yeah.
I think we just need to make it official so everyone knows what to expect.
Okay. Okay, guys. So let's talk about this event a little bit more for hand placement. It's an interesting event. But
That's fine. Yeah.
If you bring your eyes over here, we're adjusting some of the technical side of
I was
things.
thinking about that too.
Again, if you touch a surface, you have to touch the other surface. So if you're touching this outside surface with any part of your hand, you have to touch the inside surface as well. That is to say, if you're contacting with the pinky, the ring finger, or the middle finger, you on this outside edge, you have to touch the thumb to the flat surface on the inside. This is not legal, not a legal grip. This is a legal grip. If you're lifting and it starts to slip and you do this halfway through the lift, no lift.
Yep.
It has to stay in contact. Additionally, we're gonna change up the pinky rule, pinky contacting the outside, and it can be any digit contacting the outside. So if you're grabbing and you do this, that is a legal grip. Okay? Again, thumb Yeah, thumb has to stay in contact with the complementary surface or the opposite surface. There's a couple of drawings over there of illegal grips versus legal grips. Essentially, it's just saying illegal, legal.
Yes.
That's all.
Yep.
And the reason for that is, you know, like we saw it over here, no one here can pick this up like this, but if you just shift your hands out like this, we can pick it up.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yep.
So we're trying to keep it as fair as possible and keep it focused on grip because it's a grip sport. Any other additions?
No, that was good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anything else to add before we wrap it up and just have some free time for Jim?
I can make last remarks about like shirts and sign up date, things like that.
I think that would be wise. Yeah, we have a couple important announcements for the upcoming competition.
Yeah. But yeah, we want to thank you guys again for coming. This was seriously a fun time. Nice to meet new faces who are interested in the sport. Yeah. So just a couple last minute remarks for the competition. So again, March 15th, we're going to be hosting the Grip Gauntlet here officially at the gym. Weigh-ins are from 9 to 10. We're going to start promptly right at 10. We are going to be having shirts, and they are going to have your last name on them, so I will encourage you, if you want to get signed up, sign up by March 1st, so that way we can get your shirt order in. We may have a couple extras, but again, it's going to have your last name on it. Pretty cool. I know people like that. There will be awards again, so we are going to separate some of the weight classes a little bit. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Can you think of anything else?
And just to clarify, lifting starts at 10. Weigh-ins need to be before that because the judges will need to be back here. So what time do weigh-ins start?
So 9. 9 to 10 are weigh-ins. So show up between that time. Try not to straggle at the end, you know. We also need an armlifting membership. If you do not have one, you can get one the day of. It doesn't have to be, you know, right this second, but it is $20. You just go to armliftingusa.com. It's $20 for a whole year. And that just shows that you're a member of the federation because it is an armlifting federated competition.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about wrist straps?
Oh, good question. We didn't touch on that. No wrist straps are allowed on any lifts. Yep. And again, only chalk that we're going to supply. Don't bring your own chalk just because it's not allowed. We're going to supply it here. No liquid chalk, things like that. No tacky. Yep.
Yeah. So
someone also asked if they can wear socks. Someone else asked if you can wear socks. Yes, you are allowed to just wear socks on the platform. No bare feet, though.
Excellent.
Yep.
And then I wanna make a remark on the show up time. Show up between 8:45 and like 9:10 because we're going to have a rules meeting before the event. We will not be weighing in people while we're having a rules meeting.
Yeah.
So show up earlier than you think you need to. Plan to show up earlier than you think you need to, so you can actually watch the rules meeting. So we don't have to tell you that you're not lifting to standard, and then you're not able to lift what you can. So just show up a little early. Like make that investment in yourself. It's worth it.
Yeah.
So for those in the weight classes, do we have to, when we weigh in, is that what we're going to tell you what our starting weight, what we think our starting weight is?
No, nope. You don't need to give us any starting weight. This is a Trump style event for the first 2 events, which just means we're going to start at a low weight and you just jump in whenever you want to.
It's very relaxed. It's almost the same as we did today, but essentially we'll be saying this is the weight, and then you know, like last call on this weight, and if no one steps up within about 5 or 10 seconds, and we say, okay, we're going up to this weight. And that's my personal suggestion, 4 to 6, but it is technically unlimited with the caveat you only get 1 attempt per weight. So as you're climbing up, you can skip weights, you can hit 1 attempt at a given weight, but if you fail that weight, you cannot go up anymore.
Correct.
You're done.
Right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it going to be standardized jumps?
No, because if like people want to skip, you know, like a weight, then we'll just go to the next one. Yeah.
Yeah, and if there's
like, so like for example, if we're near like a world record weight for like a women's weight class, for example, we can add like 1 kilo or half a kilo just so they can get that attempt. So, because I have a feeling we will break some records that day. The first 2 events are official like arm lifting sanctioned events. But the other 2 are not. Those are just kind of like ones we're doing here for the competition. Yeah. All right. Any other questions before we conclude here?
okay.
Yeah. Well, I hope you all get signed up. Again, you can do that through Dungeon's website. It's just $50 plus the $25 shirt fee. So yeah, get signed up, guys. We'd like to see you all here.
Yeah, we're gonna be hanging out for a little bit longer, so
Yes.
feel free to hang out and lift and have some fun. Thank you guys for showing up.
Yeah.
And supporting the sport, supporting the gym.
Yes.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah, and you guys, I was just gonna say, you can message Zach or myself on Instagram too if you have any other questions after this, so. Yep. But yeah, mess around with the weights, find your 1 rep maxes or at least near it so you guys can get an idea of what you're gonna do the day of.